When I was younger, I wanted to be a heart surgeon. And as I grew up, I started to realize that there was a whole aspect of myself that was not aligned with the way Western medicine thought. When I went into college, I decided I didn't want to become a doctor, but I still wanted to be a healer. What we do as acupuncturists is that we allow the qi to be energized in different parts of the body. The qi in meridians is the vitality of your being. It's what gives you life, it's what gives you energy. Meridians are the blood vessels of qi. Because the meridian is a constant flow of energy through the body, and this flow of energy can be blocked or interrupted in various ways. Any pain in the body typifies blockage, and the goal is to remove the blockage. First, you do an intake with a client. The point of assessing a person's illness or ailment is to find out where on the map is the problem. The basic principle of acupuncture is taking the needle and with clear intent and focus, driving it right through the skin to the center of the point. What the needles do is trigger different energy flows on your map to either create enough power to remove the blockage or find its way around it, helping these meridians flow vitality through your body. It's almost like adding water to a flowing stream. You know, it just gives it momentum. You open what is blocked. You tonify what is deficient. You release what is excess. I feel that it gives voice to gifts I have inside of healing. We are the regulators, the traffic regulators of the body's energy system. I feel that this makes me a scientist in network management.
Remy understands through acupuncture management of energy flowing through the body. Let's understand this a little bit better. I don't know what you think about when I say the word flow, but I think about water. Flow is the amount of stuff that moves during a given amount of time. In this case, it's water. How much water moves in 1 second? 1. With this garden hose, we're moving water at 1 cup for every second, over and over and over and over again. That's its flow. We have to move 1 cup per second. Flow usually remains constant, but sometimes we can change the size of the hose, this big, or we can constrict it, make it smaller. And the speed picks up, but the flow remains the same. Let's go into the natural world and find out where this is happening on a big, important scale. Here we are in the mountains, but remember, we're talking about water flow, but we're comparing it to Remy's energy flow. We're using one to understand the other and then see its huge application in the world. All right, here we are on a mountain slope. The slope sometimes receives a little bit of rain. Each location gets some water. If we have water landing all over the slope, like in a rainstorm, this water can start to collect as it moves downhill. It goes into rivers and it starts rushing. We get flow. All right, so now we're down valley where the raindrops, the gazillions of raindrops have collected, come into this valley and filled this river. This river has downhill flow. You can see it. Rivers like this feed half the world's population with drinkable water. Downriver of here is a town. As you look across the river, you can see that it's quite wide. And so, like the garden hose, it's wide open. The speed of the river doesn't have to be too fast. Now the river's thinner, and because of that, the water's flying through here a lot faster than before. So we have to fit the same amount of water through this space because we have flow. Amount of water over a given amount of time. So it has to hammer through here. This is the idea of closing off the garden hose and the water squirting out really, really fast. Let's say we have a rainstorm up valley and a lot of water comes into the river, high flow. You come to this restricted area, just like this, and the water level will rise and the speed will pick up. This is really dangerous and it's called a flash flood. You might want to climb to safety if you're in the river, but if we want to protect ourselves, a lot of times we build dams up valley, and by doing so, we can control the flow. Again, flow is the amount of stuff that moves in a certain amount of time. Whether it's energy in your house, energy in your body, or if it's disastrous water flowing down a river after a storm. It's the same principle. And if we can manage flow, life gets better.